I recall a hair-raising story told to me when I was just a boy. Crossed the river from old St. Louis in a little town called Alton, Illinois. Looky out, all the Indians would shout. My, oh my, by and by, he'll be screaming in the sky. It's the awfulest hootin' that you ever heard. Hide of peppers, here comes the Piasa bird. Piasa was a man-eating bird, scared the warriors of the Illinois tribe. Always struck without a word of warning as he came a-streaming through the morning sky. Looky out, all the Indians would shout. My, oh my, by and by, he'll be screaming in the sky. It's the awfulest hootin' that you ever heard. Hide 'em peppers, here comes the Piasa bird. Human face with a beard like a tiger, scaly body of red and green and black. On his head were horns just like a devil, tail like an eel curled over his back. Looky out, all the Indians would shout. My, oh my, by and by, he'll be screaming in the sky. It's the awfulest hootin' that you ever heard. Hide 'em peppers, here comes the Piasa bird. Wow, 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 wow. Late one night, brave Otago called his people, and this is what they heard. He would wait and face the awful monster, sort of like a decoy for the Piasa bird. Came the dawn, every warrior was hidden. Piasa came a-winging hungry by. Suddenly there sang a poison arrow, and he fell into the river with a dying cry. Looky out, all the Indians would shout. My, oh my, Otago's quite a guy. He's the greatest bird watcher that you ever saw. Look what he's done to that old Piasa. That's the legend of the Piasa.
McCormack. I am from Alton, Illinois. I'm a local historian.
All right, thank you very much. How do you remember the story when it was first told to you of the Piasa bird?
I was very young. We learned that in grade school. You learn your Alton history in this town from the area, and that's part of our Alton history, the Piasa bird.
Yeah, growing up I always realized that everyone around here really knows the story pretty well and they know the background of it, but when I go other places they really don't understand and they have no idea what the Piasa bird is.
Everybody in their own town has their own legend, their own person. Like we have Robert Wadlow, we have the Underground Railroad, now we have the Piasa bird to be told. It's part of our Indian, our heritage here in Alton.
Okay, thank you. How old were you when you first heard the story?
I was in grade school.
Okay, what exactly is a Piasa bird?
Piasa bird, you want me to tell you the story of the Indian legend?
Please.
The Piasa bird, the Indian legend, it was in 1673 when Marquette Joliet was riding in a canoe down our mighty Mississippi River near what was to be the town of Alton. They wrote in their journal that they found a polytograph on the cliffs. It's a polytograph means a painting and carved into stone, painted with berries. This one said that it had a face of a man, a beard of a tiger, antlers of a deer, talons of an eagle, big red eyes, and a tail that wrapped around his body twice. The Indian legend, or the Indians around here, were afraid of the Piasa bird. The chief Watauga knew that it could carry off a full-grown deer, so he fasted and he dreamed for 3 days, and in his great dreams the warrior told him to take 20 of his bravest braves, dip their arrow in the poisonous of poisons, and conceal them or hide them behind the brush of the rock. But somebody needed to be the prey or the guinea pig for the Piasa bird. The chief Watauga was the brave one. As he stood out on the rock, chanting the death song, the Piasa bird swooped down. As he reached the chief with his talons open, just as he reached the chief with his wings spread, the braves jumped out and shot the Piasa bird underneath the wings with the breast, where the soft spot is, where the arrows could penetrate it. The Piasa bird screamed this mighty screech and he fell into the Mississippi River. That's been our story since 1673.
That's really great. Thank you. Okay, you say something. Have there ever been any occurrences of anyone possibly seeing the creature?
You always hear stories about Halloween. That's why we have our Halloween parade on Halloween night, because the Piasa bird comes out then. These are Indian legends that the school teachers would tell their children. That's why we all gather in Alton for the Halloween parade to be safe together from the Piasa bird.
Really? I never heard it be told that way.
It's one of our stories.
That's really cool. Are there any other versions of the myth?
No, the Piasa bird's been compared to many different legends, many different Egypt, like we talked about it earlier, what's the name of the monster that it was referred to as an Indian legend?
The thunder?
The thunder, yeah. It's been compared to many different things, but this is our own legend. This isn't what it looked like when we first painted it, when Joliet and Marquette first seen it. This has been painted many different times. This painting now, the reason why they painted it so bright, they wanted to illuminate it. They wanted to light it. So when you came across the Clark Bridge, you could see it illuminated at night. That's why it's got the bold colors in it now. We've painted at different places. One of the first places that it was painted, it had to be blasted off to make this river road safe. You come around the corner. Then it was painted a few miles down the road. It kept fading off. We painted, it would fade off, and then they hung a big metal one up over it. Nobody ever proved that metal one, but it was still a great Piasa bird hanging up there, our Indian legend. The owner of the land asked us to remove it. They removed it, and now it's up at Southwestern High School in Jerseyville because it's their mascot, and it hangs out at their football field. So the metal one is still preserved. We wanted to paint it like it should be painted, so we had our local painter paint it here.
To keep it true to the legend?
To keep it true to the legend, and a lot of Alton people got to go up in a bucket and paint their part of their feathers and stuff. So Alton was really involved with this last painting.
That's really interesting. So where would you say the original sighting area of the painting was? Right
close to Alton. Really, right at the edge of Alton.
Really?
There was a lot of bluffs along here. So they had to blast the bluffs off just to make the river road.
Okay. How many Piasa birds were there believed to have existed within the legend?
Within the legend, only one.
There's only one Piasa bird. Okay. What native tribe was involved?
The Illini Indians.
The Illini. Okay. Are the caves located here believed to be parts of the legend?
No, this was a safe spot to paint the Piasa bird on. A flat ledge is what we needed to paint the Piasa bird, so this was the clearest spot that we had here in Alton. The caves are lime quarry. Limestone came out of here. Some of Union Station was built with the limestone that came from here. The Eads Bridge was built with some of the lime that came from here.
So this spot was actually very important to the area.
Absolutely, very important.
And then, well, I already asked you this before, but has anything ever been found within the caves to support the legend?
No.
So it's all basically just a myth created by the Indians and has been naturally given throughout the area and passed down from generation to generation as a great story of the Alton area.
It's a great part of our heritage here in Alton, absolutely.
That's great. Thank you very much.